They kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well, but they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped out each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working early. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tavon Austin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Twisting away. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On third down, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Throwing, Rivers. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On the run, it's Ware. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. That's now 4 tackles for loss if you add the 3 he had last week to the 1 here in the first quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to take their D-ends and move them out a little bit wider so they can see into the offensive backfield, they can see things develop, able to make plays, then they use their athletic ability to take over and spill them.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Now Benjamin. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now they go screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Rivers. Fights loose. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chris Jones in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Over the middle, open is Thomas. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Smith. Caught. Kelsey, left side. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only 2 yards on the completion at 2nd down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now the rookie from Toledo, this is Kareem Hunt. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. And they've got it here with a 1st down. To throw is Smith. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct.
And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Spencer Ware, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington. And then tomorrow on Monday night, we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and 10, Rivers looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
If the Chargers could get a full season out of Keenan Allen, look out, AFC West.
How much does that change for them?
It changes everything, because he's a true #1 receiver. He eats up catches, and his ability to make plays downfield is just tremendous.
And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. On the ground, it's West again. And he's brought down. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Red zone opportunity. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
On the run, it's Oliver. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends, because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Rivers. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
After the interception, here's Smith. And this will be incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. The first down throw here for Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's brought down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. Now a second down throw for Rivers. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
First and goal from the 8. Shift together here from the D-line.
Ready, round 80.
This is West. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of 2. Now third down. They'll try to pound it in with West. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rush will just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Certainly their offense has sputtered here a little bit in the first half as they finally do get on the board, but they only have 3.
Well, at least it eases the frustration a bit, doesn't it? To be able to get some points on the board, feel a little bit better about themselves as they go into the locker room and try and regroup.
Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They go play action here on first down. Looking deep for DeAnthony Thomas. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. DeAnthony Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And oh, what a catch there by Allen. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. First down, Rivers. Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Brandon Oliver that time. That'll bring up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. A second down throw for Rivers. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Big hold of the 30. And he's brought down after a good gain. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. After the run, Smith going to throw. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that's caught inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 1st and 10. Smith. That's caught. It's Thomas. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Butker able to put this one through. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. All right, Larry, indeed a one-sided affair to this point as we get set for half two. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 52 yards on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
From the red zone now, Smith. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down is Smith. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Rivers now after the fumble recovery. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Rivers now to throw on first down. Allen's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's a carry for Oliver. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
12.
Watch twin. Watch twin.
Second down, Rivers. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Justin Houston in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down. Yellow. Undercrush. Double.
Smith now to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Alex Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Rivers on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Third and long for Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Brandon, I had a first-round grade on Hunter Henry coming out of Arkansas for his ability to get downfield and create openings, create space, and he proved his worth as a rookie tight end in 2016.
34 catches, led all rookie tight ends in the league.
Watch 32.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. His throw incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They run it here with Oliver. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On is Nick Novak now to try the field goal. This from 54 yards away. And he's gonna miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
Off of play action, here's Smith. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They go play action to Hunt. Now Smith is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing on third down, Smith. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. They convert on third with a gain of 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And the play clock's running down. On second down, here's Smith. His pass caught at the 4. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. This offense so far on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Throwing is Smith. Shoves him aside. This will be caught at about the 5. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This is taken at the 3. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So out come the Chargers. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And he'll bang that one through. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And he's got room. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Well, now they'll try the end around. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. An 8-yard gain, so that gets him halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Smith. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Perry Riley. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Throwing now, Smith. That's out to Hill, right side complete. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Smith going to leave it to Hunt on the draw. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Last year, the Chargers 5-11, so you wouldn't think that they would be tied for the league lead in interceptions, but they were, Charles, with 18.
And now they just need their offense, if they're going to do that again in 2017, to take advantage of and put more points on the board.
One last shot now for Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep down. And my goodness, another interception. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking, they think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So that's a wrap for Charles. .com.